On August 14, 2016, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sat and later knelt during the playing of the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Ever since this protest, kneeling during the national anthem has become a very controversial topic with many viewpoints. I'm going to be talking about 4 of these. My first section is representative of President Trump's opinion on kneeling during the national anthem. I drew the outline of the United States with the word respect and pride on it, with X's through them. Trump believed that kneeling during the national anthem is a huge disrespect to our country as a whole. The use of the words pride and respect are also representative of how Trump views the United States and what we stand for. This symbolism is emphasizing Trump's belief that respect has been lost for our country. I burned the edges of the flag to show how Trump sees a lack of pride that is conveyed through kneeling during the national anthem. My second viewpoint is one from veterans and active service members. They explain that kneeling during the national anthem is disrespectful and a disservice to members of the military. To portray this opinion, I created an image of what these military members believe should happen. I represented this by drawing a military man standing proud with the flag draped over his shoulder. This illustrates the tremendous pride military members feel for our country, and also exhibits how every American should act according to the military. The words written on the clothing are indicative of what goes through the mind of military members that strengthen and build the feeling of pride. Overall, kneeling came across as extremely disrespectful to the service members. One specifically, retired Navy SEAL Commander Bill Ravel, mentioned that, quote, sitting in protest to the flag is disrespecting everyone who sacrificed to make this country what it is today. The third viewpoint is from Colin Kaepernick himself. Kaepernick argued that his protest was meant to bring attention to racism, police brutality, and freedom of speech. I illustrated these ideas in the thought bubble above Kaepernick. I drew him kneeling but almost praying to symbolize his hope for solutions in the issues of racism, discrimination, etc. It is representative of his hope. Kaepernick explained he kneeled instead of sitting during the national anthem to show respect for members of armed services while using the anthem symbolically to protest racial injustice. His peaceful protest was very impactful, as he would hope. Within 1 month, 23 other athletes joined Kaepernick in the national anthem protests. My fourth and final viewpoint is my own opinion on the issue. I drew 3 separate symbolic representations of my viewpoint. My first image is teardrops coming out of the eye. This symbolizes how sorrowful this issue is and how tragic it is to the country as a whole. I believe this protest shows a great lack of unity in the United States. This is where I created a mark through the outline of the country. Lastly, I drew someone stepping on the flag to show how I believe the flag is being disrespected, and how pride and patriotism are being stripped from it. Lastly, I drew music notes around the border of my paper to represent my topic of the national anthem.